to be on the school board, and what qualities do you think you bring to the board?
So I want to be on the school board because I think I bring a unique perspective to that body, and I'm really good at working as part of a team. It seems to be what I do in the Conejo Valley. I occupy a weird space with parents and students and teachers, administrators, and sort of building bridges all over the place. And I thought perhaps the way the board has been is a little divided, and maybe I could help bring some communication between people and make it function more like a team.
What past experiences have prepared you for being on the school board?
So since I moved to the Conejo Valley, I've been involved in our schools, at a school site level as a mom, and a volunteer, and then at a district level as a volunteer. And then I also run the Conejo Schools Foundation, which is a separate, independent, nonprofit organization that was designed to support students and programs in the Conejo Valley Unified School District. So those things, my little silos all work together, and I thought that all that experience could be helpful to being on the board.
So what is your stance on board policy 6161, and what changes would you like to see this policy, if any?
So my stance on board policy 6161 is that we have spent an inordinate amount of time on something that everybody agreed up front needed to be codified. There was a practice in place where parents and students could discuss with their teachers an alternative assignment. And all 5 board members felt that that was good, so let's codify it, make it more robust, better for students, better for parents, better for teachers. But somewhere along the way we forgot that, and they put together a policy. They had a pathway to a policy, a procedure set in place to create a policy, and somewhere along the way that got lost. So we as a community never saw the expert superintendent's committee policy. And I feel that at the very least, I'd like to see what that is and compare it to board policy 6161 and see where there are commonalities and see what's going on. I think the committee itself deserves at least the respect of having it be seen, having the public see it. So.
What role do you think parents should play in deciding school curriculum choices?
I think parents should have a voice in what their kids learn. That said, curriculum decisions should be left to the experts with input from stakeholders. So there's an adoption process, right? Teachers come, it's time for math. And textbooks are outdated, so they go and they take textbooks that align with the state standards that are set by the state, and then they test it out on you guinea pigs. And whichever ones work best in the classroom and they feel get you to where you need to be, that becomes their recommendation. So I think somewhere in there, feedback from parents is important, but they're not the experts in that. We have experts, so it's part of that team.
Sorry.
No, don't.
How do you feel about the cooperativeness of the school board currently, and how could you improve the environment of board meetings?
It's kind of a loaded question. I don't believe there's a lot of cooperation publicly going on right now. Like I said, like I've said before, I've been to almost every school board meeting since 2007. And right now, our board is not functioning as a board, it's functioning as individual people. They seem to discount each other before they ever open their mouths. And they seem to discount people sitting in the audience also. So I feel like I have shown that I will listen to all perspectives and make people feel valued. Because I think everybody has something to offer, even if I disagree with them. I have family members I totally disagree with on almost everything. And yet every once in a while they come up with something and go, oh, that's actually a good point. And it helps me. So I feel like everybody can learn and everybody deserves to be treated well and respectfully, even those we disagree with.
So do you think our district handles student safety well, and why or why not?
I believe that we are fortunate to live in a very safe environment. And the district has taken some national incidents and actually did a courageous thing and have a security audit done. And they're taking what they learned there and are implementing things that will make things better. I believe we are safe. I believe that our relationship with our local law enforcement is tremendous. We have no bigger champion than the Chief of Police, Tim Hagel. He takes a personal interest in our schools, and that is amazing. I also think that if they recommend something to the school district, that we should listen. So, and I would keep building those relationships and listening to the experts.
What is your opinion about the current fiscal management of the board? Would you change the distribution of the budget if you were elected? If so, how?
So I'd have to look at all of it, right? The LCAP is a little, the LCAP is a good plan, but how they allocate those dollars, it would be really good to see the return on investment of all these things, right? So if 85% of the budget is people, somebody said the other day, things that eat, then that doesn't leave a heck of a lot for students and programs. So I'd like to make sure that those dollars are used well and wisely. And if something's not working, figure out a way to fix it or figure out something better, a bigger bang for your buck, so to speak. And to make it more transparent. I think the district is doing a good job currently revamping the way they report out the budget, so it makes sense that something that is an instructional item, you can tell that that's what it is, as opposed to giving it a number and trying to carve it together. So I've sat on the budget committee for a very long time, and it can be daunting. But without a deeper dive, I can't tell you where I would fix stuff, but I just know that whatever it is has to serve students first, and and be aligned with those 4 LCAP goals that all say with student progress in each of them.
Sorry. What is your opinion on the current student enrollment levels, and how could you promote enrollment?
I feel like it's a sad state of affairs that we have declining enrollment. The good news is there's been more in than out this year, so that's good. There's a positive. I feel that we should be doing much more to champion our programs and our schools to the community that lives here already and the community out who might want to come and choose the Conejo. Because my 4 least favorite words are the best kept secret. We have a lot of best kept secrets in the Conejo, and I have spent since 2007 going out to the community and championing some of those best kept secrets, because how do people know that they want to help if they don't know it exists? How do people want to know? How do people know what school to choose or what neighborhood to buy in if they can afford it, without knowing anything about the schools? So I think it's time we start, which is hard for me, I think it's time we start tooting our own horn a little bit and saying, not just saying we're great, but showing that we're great and letting people see, because I think we are.
So how do you think schools should balance education with students' emotional and mental well-being?
Students can't learn if they aren't in a place where they can learn. I think that's the greatest crisis we have right now. Because just because you are able and capable to do something doesn't mean you should be push beyond your limit. That doesn't mean don't challenge people, because nobody wants to be bored in class. But if we're not paying attention to how you're feeling, you're not going to be able to learn. So programs like the Breakthrough Program, peer mentors, Lunch Bunch, Club 8, at the elementary level, web programs, PSST over Los Cerritos. There's lots of different ways that kids can connect extracurriculars. We've got to find things that balance all those pressures that you all feel, and your parents feel it too, but it's a big cycle and we all have to sort of break that cycle.
What other issues do you feel are important that we haven't yet mentioned that you would like to discuss, if any?
Well, see, my inclination is to ask you guys questions about what you feel you loved about your schooling and things that you wish had happened. Because everybody here is here to make your experience the best for you. At least that's the way I think they should look at it. Right? Education shouldn't just be about reading a book and writing something down and telling the teacher what they want to hear. So we can all learn how to play that game in elementary school. But if it's not meeting your needs, then we're not doing our job. So things that I want to share, I don't know. That's probably not a great answer, but it's my answer. I just want to know what you guys think. So, and I know you're professional journalists and you're not going to tell me now. But at some point, I really hope that you reach out and share. Because even if I am not successful in this, I want to know, because it's what I do, is try and help